tell me? Okay, who can tell me the steps of how can we hear with our ears? Who can tell me the steps of how can we hear with our ears? Yani the first step, what's happening? Where does the sound travel from to? Do you remember these steps? Lama, can you tell me the first step of how can we hear how can we hear sound? Where does the sound travel from?
Sound travel to your to the outer ear.
From,
Outer ear.
from the outer ear to? Lama? Lama? Can you repeat the first step again?
Sound travels to inner ear to the outer ear.
From the outer ear to the inner ear. That's it.
Ear.
Yeah, sound travels from the outer ear to
Ear to the ear.
to the inner ear. Okay. Type. Who can tell me the second step? Okay, and enjoy. Who can tell me the second step when sound travel from the outer ear to the inner ear? What's happening after this?
It goes to the eardrum.
Yeah, it travels to the eardrum. Okay, thank you so much. And Lily, what's happening or what will happen to the eardrum?
It's an eardrum. There's a single sound will go to the eardrum, and we will hear.
No, I'm asking you first. I'm asking you first. What will happen to the eardrum when sound travels from the outer ear to the inner ear? What will happen to the eardrum during that time?
During this time,
Yeah.
it will with the it is the inner ear, and the will go to it. The sound will go to the.
No, Lily, this is what I want from you. Khadija, what will happen to the eardrum when the sound travels from the outer ear to the inner ear? What will happen to the eardrum? Huh?
Vibrate.
Vibrates. Excellent, excellent. The eardrum, this is what I want, yeah, Lily. This is the only verb that I want from you to say it. So we say that the eardrum vibrates. Yes, the eardrum vibrates. Okay, type. What will happen next, ya Kareem? When the eardrum vibrates, what will happen next?
Yes, miss.
What will happen next when the eardrum vibrates? Huh?
The voice will come loud.
Sorry? Kareem, how do you
You
sit?
will
And
hear a voice.
why do you change your background? Sit down properly and don't change your background by yourself. Sit down properly, Kareem, because you are not sitting properly. Kareem, yes, and please stop changing your background. Yes, yes, that's it. Tell me, what will happen to when the eardrum vibrates? What will happen next?
Your
Do what will
you
the
will hear a sound.
No, before we hear sound, there's another step that happens when the eardrum vibrates, that the inner ear sends signals to your brain. You missed this step. We said that when the eardrum vibrates, it sends signal to your brain, and by the end, you can hear a sound. Okay? So when the eardrum vibrates, you can hear a sound. Okay? The eardrum vibrates, you can hear a sound. That's what I want from you, ya Kareem, that when the eardrum vibrates, it sends signals to your brain, and by the end, you can hear a sound. طيب. كندا 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 Kenda, I want
Yes.
to, yes, Kenda, I want to ask you about when something vibrates. What happens when something vibrates? Huh?
Uh, when something vibrates, when something vibrates, it makes vibrating vibration.
Yes, okay. When we have vibration, what will we have next? If we have vibration, we will have
Uh, sound.
sound. Thank you so much. When something vibrates, we hear a sound. Okay, Dalwin. But when something or when this thing stops vibrating, what will happen?
We can't hear the sound.
We can what?
We can't hear the sound. We cannot hear the sound.
The sound stops. Yes, when something stops vibrating, the sound stops. Okay, thank you so much. So please, I don't want you to forget the steps of how can we hear a sound. And of course, you have to remember when something vibrates, we hear a sound, but when something stops vibrating, the sound stops. Right. Let's see what will we talk about today. Today we will start with a new lesson. Today we will speak about how does sound travel, or how does the sound comes from the environment around you and it travels to your ears. Okay, guys, the ones who are talking, please, you have to stop talking. Okay, so let's see how does the sound travel from the environment around us and it comes to your ears. Here we should start with what's called sound waves. Sound waves. What is the meaning of sound waves? It shows you how does the sound travel from anything that's around you and it comes to your ear. How does it travel from the dog, from the horn, from the musical instrument, and it comes to your ears. It comes to your ears through sound waves. What the meaning of sound waves? Sound waves means vibrations that travel through matter. They are the vibrations that come to your ears or that travel through matter. So sound waves, they are vibrations that travel through matter. Do we see the sound waves? Of course not. Of course not. يعني you don't know that there is a sound that's coming from the dog to your ear. You don't see the sound that's coming from the horn, from the piano to your ear. Of course not. We don't see it, but we hear it. We hear it. So the sound waves, these are the circles. Mr. Malik Istanibari, we are not in a sleeping session. Malik, wake up. Go and wash your face and come back. Hurry up. So the sound waves, they are the vibrations that come to your ear through matter. Okay, again, today we are speaking about how does sound travel. Sound travel through the sound waves. And what is the meaning of sound waves? Sound waves mean vibrations that travel through matter. Do we see these sound waves? And like when a dog barks, when a horn honks, when someone is singing and you hear it, do you see the sound waves that or the vibrations that come from this person or from this animal to your ear? Of course not. We don't see it, but it travels through the air to your ear. It travels through the air to your ear. We don't see it, but we hear it. Okay, so the sound comes to your ear through matter. Okay, sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Again, like if you look at this drawing, he shows you the sound waves. The circles that you can see in front of you, they are coming from the mouth of the dog to your ear or to the person who is standing. So we don't see sound waves. We feel it and we hear it. Okay, sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. By sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. It travels from the dog to your ears. And of course, when the dog barks, it barks in the air because the air is gas and gas is matter. Okay, so it travels through air or through the gas to your ears. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Again, sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. يلا يا ليلى, repeat the meaning of sound waves. ها, يلا يا ليلى. Sound waves.
Sound waves.
ها. Vibrations that travel through matter. Again.
That travels through
Thank you.
matter.
Thank you. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Mr. Malik, huh? Sound waves. Malik,
Waves
huh?
go
Vibrations.
through the matter.
Vibrations that travel through matter. Did you go to wash your face or not?
Yes.
No, you didn't go. I didn't see you that you went. Wake up, Malik, please, okay? Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. يلا يا مازن, huh? Sound waves.
Vibration that go through matter.
That travel through matter. Thank you so much. Okay, let me ask يلا Yasin. Sound waves, huh?
Vibrate that travel through matter.
Through matter. Vibrations that travel through matter. يلا Sandra, huh? Sound waves.
Vibration that travel through matter.
يلا Tala. Sound waves.
Vibration that travel matter.
Vibrations that travel through matter. يلا Julie. Sound waves. What is the meaning of sound waves? Huh? Vibrations that travel through matter. يلا يا جولي ها. Sound waves
that that travel
vibrations that
that
travel through matter. Sound waves ها. Vibrations that
I don't
travel.
know.
Again, repeat after me. Sound waves,
Sound wave,
vibrations
vibration
that travel
that travel
through matter.
through matter.
Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Vibration that travel through matter. Vibration that travel through.
Vi- that train
Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Vibrations that travel through matter. Huh? Vibrations that travel through matter. Huh? يلا يا جولي.
travel through
Vibrations that travel through matter.
matter.
That travel through matter. You have to repeat it again with us, with your friends. يلا Adam. Huh? Sound waves.
Sound wave,
Sound waves. Vibrations that
sound
travel.
travel.
Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter, vibrations that travel through matter, vibrations that travel through matter. Huh? Again, ya Adam.
Vibration.
Again, and raise your voice, ya Adam, please.
Vibration.
That travel through matter. Huh?
Vibration. Vibration that travels through matter.
Thank you so much. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter, vibrations that travel through matter, vibrations that travel through matter. Sound waves, vibrations, sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter, that travel through matter. Okay, so sound waves, they are vibrations that travel through matter. Vibrations that travel through matter. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. يلا يا تاليا. ها. تاليا. Sound waves.
Travel through matter.
Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Again, يا تاليا, please. Huh? Sound waves.
That travel through matter.
Vibrations that travel through matter. Okay. طيب. يبقى again, sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. As you know that we have three forms of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. How many forms of matter do we have? Three: solid, liquid, gas. And we said that the sound travels through matter. Yani it can travel through gas, it can travel through air, which is air, gas means air. It can travel through water, and water is liquid. And of course, it can travel through solid, because he told you sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. And what are the three forms of matter that we studied? Solid, liquid, and gas. How does the sound travel through gas or air? Here, the first example that he gave it to you, that sound travel through gas or through air, when the rooster crows. People hear the rooster crows. Why? Because the sound waves that coming from the rooster to your ear, it travels through the air. It travels through gas, which is the air. So this is the first example, that how can we hear the sound of the rooster? Because it crows in the air. So the sound travels through the air, and air is gas, and gas is matter. Again, we said the sound can travel through the three forms of matter. Sound can travel through gas, sound can travel through liquid, and sound can travel through solid. We start with the first example of sound travels to your ears through gas. What is the first example? When the rooster crows, when the rooster makes sound. Where does it make sound? It makes sound in the air. And what is air? Air is gas. And who hears it? People, or you hear it. Because the sound travels from the rooster to your ear through gas, through the air. Grade 2. Did you understand this part? Did you understand this part?
No.
Yes.
Yes. And
Right.
yes.
Again, again. We said sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. Sound waves, vibrations that travel through matter. You are sitting like this and you hear the dog barks. You hear someone is singing. You hear a bird is singing, for example, a rooster crows, a music, someone is playing the instrument. How do you hear it? How does this sound come to your ear? It comes to your ear through the three forms of matter. Maybe through gas, maybe through air, through liquid, or it may come to your ear through solid. Type. We are studying the first example, that how can a sound travel to your ear through gas. Like I'm sitting in the class and I'm standing in front of my desk. Let's say that Malik, he is sitting at the back of the class. Muaz is sitting at the back of the class. How do Malik and Muaz hear me? How do they hear me when I say, Muaz, Malik, look at the board, right? So when I called their names, they paid attention and they look at me and they started to concentrate. How do they hear me? We are in the class. Sorry. And in the class, we have air. We have air because air is all around us. So the sound travels from Miss Angie's mouth to the ear of Muaz and Malik. So by the end, they can hear me. We don't see sound waves, but it travels, it goes from Miss Angie to the ears of Muaz and Malik. So they can hear me by the end. Here, you are sitting, you hear the bell rings, you hear someone is shouting, you hear the dog is barking. How do we hear it? We hear it because the sound travels from this person to your ears through the air, through the air. So that's why you will be able to hear this sound, because it travels to your ear through gas or through air. This is the example that I give it to you, that when the rooster crows, how do people hear the sound of the rooster? Because sound travels from the rooster to your ears through gas, which is air. Because the sound travels from the rooster to your ears. Okay? Did you understand it? Did you understand it?
Yes.
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 Yes,
Yes.
very easy.
Super duper
Yes.
easy.
Yes.
طب Esther, can you? Okay, if you want to
Yes.
go to the bathroom, it's okay. طيب Esther, I want you to re-explain what I have just said. Thank you, Lily. Huh? Esther, can you repeat what I have
Okay.
just said?
Okay.
Yalla Esther, what did you understand from me in this part?
The the sound wave
Huh?
vibrate.
Hmm? Huh? How does it travel through the air? Can you give me an example of a sound that travels through the air?
Uh,
Hmm? An example, the only example that we have just studied right now.
a piano.
Piano, okay. If someone is playing the piano, how do you hear it?
Because the sound go through the air, so
Excellent,
the
excellent,
others can hear it.
excellent, excellent. Because the sound travels, the sound of the piano travels through the air so others can hear it. Okay. طيب, now I want Jumana to repeat what I have just said or what Esther said. How can we hear sound?
The sound vibrates to your ear.
Yeah, how does it travel to my ear? Yani the first example that we studied was the rooster, when the rooster crows. How do we hear the rooster?
We hear it when he crows.
Yes, I know that when it crows, we hear it. But how does the sound come to your ear?
From sound waves.
Sound waves. And how does the sound, or how do the sound waves travel? Do they travel through gas or water or solid when the rooster crows?
Gas.
Gas, which is air. Excellent. So we said that we hear the rooster crows because the sound of the rooster travels through air to your ears. It travels through air to your ears. So that's why we hear the rooster when it crows. We hear the dog when it barks. Okay, so we hear it because the sound of the rooster travels to your ear through gas. Right. Here is telling you that sometimes we don't want to hear the sound or the sound waves. We want to block it. We don't want to hear it. People wear or use the ear coverings to block their ears because they don't want to hear the sound waves. Sometimes when someone is shouting, someone is raising his voice, screaming, you hear many people are talking around you, and you don't want these sound waves to come to your ear, so you start to wear the ear coverings. We wear ear coverings. So what should you do if you want to block the sound waves? You can wear ear coverings. You can wear ear coverings. Okay, we can wear ear coverings. Mayan, what should I do if I want to block the sound waves? What should I wear? What should I wear if I don't want to hear any sound? What should I wear? Ear coverings. Repeat after me, Mayan.
The
Ear coverings. Yes.
ear cover.
Thank you, Mayan. Before the session is over, grade 2, we said sound waves, vibration that travel through matter. The first example that we studied was when the rooster crows. How do we hear the rooster? Because the sound of the rooster travels to your ear through gas. If you want to block the sound waves, you can wear the ear coverings. You can wear the ear coverings. Grade 2, did you understand this part today? Did you understand this part for today?
We can wear ear
Miss,
cover.